So in previous videos, I was mentioning that I was trading this channel over here. That's a bull flag. So I shorted at the higher range somewhere over here, and I put my stop loss at all-time high. This is Bitcoin ETF chart, IBTC. But I personally trade on crypto exchanges, but it's basically the same chart, right? And what's my personal plan? Do I believe this breakout, and it doesn't necessarily means that that's all this structure already in the past, and right now we are ready to break it? I would say no, not like I want to say like clearly yes, because Bitcoin is a very manipulative asset, and there's, from my experience, I know that there's a lot of deviation happens, right, and manipulations, and it's basically can possibly deviates over here and after go towards lower range and hits our target. So this is why I'm not touching my short position, even I know that, and I personally want that Bitcoin actually goes towards all-time high and even hit my stop loss. It's okay, because after that there's more confirmation that more likely that Bitcoin price is gonna skyrocket, right? And we might see that parabolic growth on the higher time frame, which one I'm expecting. But about that I'm gonna talk about later. But right now, let me locally clarify what's going on here. To clarify all of the things, I want to break this structure completely. I want the price hits the all-time high personally, right? And this is why I set my stop loss around that target. The logic is pretty simple, because it's not necessarily needs to be a bull flag. The wrong correction can create, like, as you know, right, if you open this pattern book, there's like thousands variations. So basically for me here is not that I'm bull flag trading. Yes, I got that higher range, but I'm not gonna put my stop loss at like previous high, right? I would better put my stop loss at the structure where it's gonna break it completely. So this is why I hit it a little bit higher, but with leverage I kind of adjusted and optioned it that I entered with a small amount, right? And that position is pretty, I feel pretty comfortable, even it will hit my stop loss. It is fine. But here, this is why I'm expecting anytime possibly that we can deviate over here and see something such kind of after we can deviate from here and like that, right? The price is on a Bitcoin is very, very manipulative. But what we see basically locally, what we see, if we open the MACD, right, the MACD on the ETF showing us pretty bullish momentum, because look at that, the price hits the local highs compared to that one, right? And the MACD showing us bullishness because it's showing us higher highs, right? So if we see the divergence here, right, and the price creates for higher highs, that will be even more confirmations and more kind of I will be more confident that possibly deviation might happen. But on the ETF, we see pretty bullish momentum. But it's completely different scenario and happening on the ETF chart, because not ETF, on the usual exchanges stuff. Because here it creates for us divergence, because price creates higher highs and MACD showing us lower lows, right? So this is why, I mean, I less believe right now already the exchanges, because most of the liquidity right now on the ETF. So we have to focus on the ETF. This information I think is pretty good for each one of you to move your focus from the exchanges towards ETF chart, because that's the price where the price actually forms, because most of the liquidity and this injection happens exactly on the ETF chart. So the momentum is pretty bullish, and there's a more likely that we might see, I'm repeating, that we will break it and go higher. If what happens if we will retest the all-time high? There's a more likely, again, that's the probability, more likely that we might see that parabolic growth on the Bitcoin, which every cycle is happening. So if we open the higher, a little bit higher degree, what did I talk in previous videos? That basically we don't know actually what's going on in this movement, in this last impulse, which is begin, because we cannot break down it on the by Elliott's waves. There's no 5 impulsive wave structure, which can form for us wave 1, after correction wave 2, and after continuation of the impulse. But one thing what I really spend attention on, and why I'm not betting actually that it still can be like kind of higher range and we will go towards lower range, I'm not betting on that. Why? Because also the MACD is showing us pretty great momentum over here. Look at that. That if that's the like kind of reversal over there, right? We need to see the divergence, right? When the price screening for us higher highs and the momentum on the MACD should showing us lower lows. But as you can see here, it's showing us higher highs, which is actually telling us that there is no reversal signals from the MACD, right? And this is why I'm not trading just the Elliott waves. Elliott waves is just the one condition in my trading system. I usually look at 4 or 5 condition, and just the Elliott wave, the structure is very not certain over here. But some indicators telling us that possibility of the continuation is still possible. They still exist. So this is why, I mean, I'm kind of a little bit skeptical about, I would say I'm skeptical in both directions. So this is why this is the moment where there's a lot of uncertainty on the market, and this is why I'm actually taking some trades pretty carefully with small amount. And on most of the things, I would say that I don't know what's going on right now, and it's really hard until not hard. It is possible. It's impossible to say what's going on over here. I can most of the people can just randomly look at the skies and tell what's going on here, but from probability perspective, there is a really high, really hard to identifying what's going on. It's close to impossible. So this is why, as we will break the all-time high, it's going to be more understandable, and as we will retest the lower range, there will be more understandable too from the acting perspective. This is what you need to remember. But before that, inside of this range, what's going on, there's a lot of uncertainty. So the certainty what I saw here is exactly in this movement, right? In this movement, I don't know what's going on, and pretty like something bullish, something bearish. But here is like kind of, even if you open the MACD, right? MACD usually again showing us great usage into identifying this is the wrong correction or not. By what? If this trend line, yellow trend line, start to crosses the 0 point often, that's usually indicates that that's the wrong correction. But the most biggest question right now, that is it actually wrong correction and this E we will see or not? That's also, we need to just bet and take risks. And of course, risk management is the grail of the successful trading. You don't know where it's going to be, just a probability. And this is why I took this short. Again, repeating, I'm not closing right now, even we are seeing that we are breaking higher range, which is actually the people who's trading maybe S&P 500 and more classical stock market, that will be already enough to close positions, because there's the market showing us less manipulations. But Bitcoin is very manipulative assets, and there's a lot of such kind of fake outs happening, and only after that price moves, and maybe from here again fake out and goes like that, right? So you have to adapt towards market, because there's a lot of manipulations. I'm repeating it once again. So this is why I'm not closing my short position. I just let it run until the all-time high. And yes, overview, the market looks pretty good. I personally want that the Bitcoin goes towards as high as possible, because the first reason, as more liquidity joins the Bitcoin, as more liquidity will spread towards other crypto assets, which I personally hold, that is Ethereum and all other altcoins, right? So we are looking at right now at the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin should to gain as much more liquidity as possible. So I don't care about this local trades, what's going on here. I mean, I care. I do everything what is requires the market, what is telling us me. That's what I'm doing, right? But you should not be scared if your stop loss will hit. How to avoid that? With the proper risk management. If you do the proper risk management, you are not scared of anything, and you are always ready for any kind of scenario. That's really one of the most kind of great things what you can learn at the market. So yes, a lot of uncertainty is going on, but same time we have some positive signals that we might break it, but consider and keep in mind there is a possibility of deviation. So this is why I'm not closing my position. So all of these things I'm going to share in my Telegram channel, the link in the description below. I highly suggest you to join there, because I completely for free share all of my knowledge, what I'm doing on the market, how I'm doing, and you can educate yourself and do whatever you want with this information. So if you like my analysis, if you like the way how I look at the charts, subscribe to the channel, join our Telegram channel, and leave your comments and leave your questions. If you have any question, I'm ready to answer all of them, and always happy to answer them. So see you in the next, and bye-bye.